Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is week 11, I think. I tried to do the math to make sure. And the last time I posted was week 9, so I believe that it is now week 11, I hope. But I am here for my check-in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So you might hear my daughter in the background. I have the little girl who is about to be 1 on tomorrow. Say yay! Come here, Olympia Grace. You guys, can you believe I have a 1-year-old? Can you believe that the year went by so fast? The year went by so fast. Good morning. The year went by so fast. So we are going to be celebrating her birthday actually today by going to this place called Discovery Place Kids and hanging out there and doing the little kid stuff, you know how we do. So I'm excited about celebrating her birthday today. So I want to talk a little bit about balance, and I think I have the perfect person on here with me to talk about balance today. And if anybody just comes on in, just wave or say hi so that I can know that you're on. So I believe, this is my belief, and this is my page, so I can talk about my beliefs and my opinions. So I believe that we are 3-part beings. We are spirit beings. Our spirit helps us to connect with the spiritual world. What we consider, what some people consider the dark side, some people consider the light side. So I'm a Christian, so I'm going to talk about the light side. So, or what I consider the light side. I'm really cognizant that everyone doesn't have the same beliefs, but I'm talking about my beliefs today. So I'm a spiritual being. I was created as a 3-part being, just like God, who I believe in, is a 3-part being. He is Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So just like he is a 3-part being, I'm a 3-part being. I am a spirit that helps me to communicate with the spiritual world. I possess a soul. My soul is comprised of my personality, my will, my intellect, all those things. Our souls are comprised of all the things that we think of. Like when somebody passes away and we have their eulogy, we go to their ceremony, and people stand up and they talk about all the things that they remember about that particular person. What they're saying is that is the actual person. Their soul, those things that they're talking about is what makes the actual person a partially at least. So I believe that I possess a soul that comprises all those things that I mentioned. And my soul lives in a body. This body, my body that God has given me, my soul lives in it. But I think that what happens with me, and I'm sure if you guys were honest, it may happen to you, but I'm talking about me today. What happens with me is that sometimes I can really focus on my body. And that could be in the form of exercising. That could be in the form of, whatever, exercising, how I'm eating, killing it at the gym, all those things. I'm focusing very much on my body. But I'm not giving so much attention to the other parts of my being that make me up. So when I focus so much on my body, sometimes I neglect my spirit. Which means that I'm not doing things that fuel my spirit, that helps me to connect with my higher power, who I have identified my higher power as Jesus. And so that for me is spending time with God. That could be just sitting in his presence, listening to some music, or just sitting and rocking in my rocking chair, which I love to do, and just listening for his voice, or just talking to him. That could be reading the word, which is what I call it spirit food. So that could be reading my word, which fuels me for the day. In the Bible, it talks about building yourself up in your most holy language, that is speaking in tongues. Some people are very resistant to that particular part of the spirituality, but spirit beings have language, and that is my spiritual language. And so So what I'm saying is that there are times when I get very much off balance because I focus more on my body than my spirit. And not even to mention, sometimes I can get off balance by focusing so much on my soul, meaning going to school. It could be studying, reading, like listening to podcasts, reading my best, good, most favorite book. It could be, taking personality tests and developing my personality, going out and interacting with people, because our soul is what helps us to interact with people laterally, right? So our spirit helps us to interact with the spiritual world. Our soul helps us to interact with other people, and our body helps us to interact with like the physical world, like gravity and, all nature and all that stuff. But I can get really off balance even with just focusing on my soul and self-care and becoming better as a person and not focusing on my spirit, which is so important because I am a spiritual being. Yes, I possess a soul. Yes, I live in a body. But at the core and essence of who I am, I'm a spiritual being. And so it's really important for me to stay balanced and in tune with my spirit even. And so over the last, I guess, I want to say year, maybe 2 years, I got really, really off balance in regards to, that's right, girl, in regards to not really focusing so much on my spirit, but focusing on my soul, focusing on my body. I wasn't even focused on my body. To be honest with you, the last maybe year or even 2 years, I've been focusing a lot on my soul. I'm just making sure that I was okay on the inside. But a part of that, making sure that you're okay, for me in my experience, is balancing all the parts of me. All of the parts of me. So soul, spirit, body. So balancing all of that. And so this week, what I've been doing is just getting back into balance in terms of the whole Taisha, not just my body, not just my soul, not even just my spirit, because some people get off balance by just focusing on their spirit when they need to focus on their body some because you are overweight or because of whatever. And some people focus just on, other things, and they over focus or hyper focus on their spirit because, to be honest with you, I tend to think that sometimes we have a preference, we have a bias as to which one we focus on. And that just may be because of how we were created. It may be because of what life has done. It may be because of what's happening right now in our life. But I sometimes think that, we lean one way or another, just in terms of even bias or preference. And that's just interesting to me as well. I'm going to think about that a little bit more. Like, why do we sometimes lean towards one part of our being sometimes? And maybe that's what we're supposed to do. Maybe there are seasons when we're more focused on our spiritual development than our soul. And maybe there are seasons when we focus more on our soul. Our soul is the priority for that particular season. And then that's our body. And so maybe it's not about this whole concept of balance. I heard this, I listened to this, I was listening to this podcast, not this past Thursday, but I think it was the Thursday before, maybe it was one of these Thursdays last month. And this lady was talking about how she as a woman, or as a wife, has been able to balance her life. And she kind of toyed with that concept of balance. And she talked about how it's not really about balance. Like, we try to find balance, but it's not about balance. It's about priority. Meaning that at one time or another, something is going to be the priority. And the other things take, quote unquote, the proverbial back seat. And so she was just kind of playing out that whole idea of priorities as opposed to balance. I think she might be onto something. I think that she might be onto something, that there are seasons when certain parts of us get more of the attention. But I still think even with that, like, as I'm talking, I'm trying to play out and think through what I mean. And so with when we think about ourselves as a 3-part being, how do we find that balance, or is it priority? My daughter is behind this camera stand, so she's pushing it and pulling and all that stuff, so it's moving. But it's just an interesting concept that I'm going to think a lot more about. Doc says that it is interesting. Perhaps it deals with our childhood development. It might be, Doc. If there was something that conditioned us to focus on one over the other. I think that is a really, really good concept, and I'm gonna think more about that now that I'm starting to think about it. I'm gonna sit with that a little bit because I think that is a really cool concept about can we as three-part beings, can we truly balance ourselves, or is it about priority, and is it about one part of us gets the focus at one time or another? I think that is just very, very, very interesting. So anyway, so this week I started trying to find my balance again, or prioritizing. You know what? As I'm talking this through, I think that there is a balance that comes to us as three-part beings. I think that there is a harmony that can be found in terms of our focus or how we give ourselves attention. So yeah, I think that there is a concept of balance with this particular part of us, because why would God give us three parts of us and say you can't find balance in it? And so yeah, so this week I started trying to get back to finding balance for myself in terms of who I am, three-part being. And so I was doing a lot more, instead of focusing so much on going out and exercising, I was doing more of things that feed me spiritually. And so that was, you saw me doing yoga this week. I started my accountability group has this prayer circle going on this month. So for the whole month of May, we are what we call consecrating. And consecrating just means that you focus, or you shift your focus more heavily to your spiritual being and to God. And so we are consecrating. And so that means that I'm doing more things that are aligned with my spirit, and that brings my spirit joy and brings my spirit peace and connects me back to God. So I'm doing those things. And it's been awesome so far. It's only 2 days in, but it's been awesome so far. And so I'm really, really looking forward to diving deeper into that part of it. But I'm going to also, as a part of my consecration, I'm going to continue to balance myself, because I'm going to still go to the gym. I'm going to still incorporate things in regards to my body and even my soul, because I have a lot of work that I'm doing right now. So that's really cool. You said God also gives us discernment to determine what should be prioritized. I absolutely agree. It adds accountability to yourself. I agree. I absolutely agree. I think that discernment is what helps us. Discernment is when you know right from wrong. Discernment is when you know what to do when you don't really know what to do. You can actually lean into yourself, the spiritual part of ourselves, because God gives us like this kind of like I call it GPS. God gives us an internal GPS that helps us to navigate situations and to navigate life. And it's kind of like an animal. Like if you think about animals, they instinctively know what to do, how to do it. They know when to run, when to pray. They know all of those things to do instinctively. And so we have that natural instinct is what we call discernment. And so I love that. And I think that you're absolutely right, that God gives us discernment so that we can, if we are mindful, and yes, we just said the same thing at the same time. That's so funny. Intuition and mindfulness are basically the same thing. So if we are mindful enough to check in with our spirit, the spirit part of us, we know when we're off balance. If we're mindful enough to check in with our body, if we're mindful enough to check in with our soul, even I know when I'm off, because I get flighty. I can't, the last, maybe 3 weeks. Listen, the last 3 weeks, I have been trying to complete some notes for my business, and I have not been able to complete the notes because every single time I go and sit down and pull out my computer to write the notes, I get distracted. I can't focus. And so those are red flags or warnings that my soul is off balance, that my soul is all over the place because I can't do the things that I normally do, or I'm having a hard time doing it. And it's just weird. Why can't I complete these notes for 3 weeks? Why can't I do these notes? It's because my soul is off balance. It's because I, as a person, Taisha, is off balance. I'm not aligned. And so what has been key for me throughout these last, not, I've been on this journey with weight loss surgery for almost 5 years, but it goes back way beyond that. So I would even say like 10 years, the last 10 years, I know that when I am grounded, when I am balanced, I can do so much better with why am I about to cry? I don't know. Why am I about to cry? I don't know. I guess because what I'm saying is life and truth for me. It's not like I'm not saying this just to be saying it. I'm saying it because this is really important to me. So give me a second. Whew. All right. So I am so much better of a person when I find balance. And for the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, I have been so off balance. And so I am trying, y'all, to find my balance again. So I am trying to find my balance so that I can be better for myself. And it's so funny because you can get off balance so easily and so quickly. And then before you know it, it's like your life is just like, oh, it's so loud and you're just so off. But it really does help when you just balance yourself and you give time to each part of who you are. It makes so much of a difference. Like even in my weight loss journey, it has made so much of a difference when I am in tune with every part of myself. And so that's why I always say to people, you gotta find balance. You gotta find balance. It's so, so important to not just focus on your body, not just focus on your soul, but incorporate your spirit and all of those things. And you find that your life is just so much easier. So I don't know why I'm crying. I am still a little bit hormonal. But yeah. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing this week. Just finding balance, incorporating my spirit being back into my life. And over the next month, that's what I'm going to be doing. So that's it. So in regards to like weight loss, I still ain't lost no weight. I don't know why I ain't losing no weight. Maybe if I balance myself, I will. But the crazy thing about it is that I haven't gained any weight. I'm just maintaining. I am literally just maintaining. And it might be because I'm not drinking my water like I need to. But that scale is not moving. It is not moving. It's not going up. It's not going down. It is just coasting. It is like, we here. We are here. So I was trying to not focus so much on the weight or the scale. I'm definitely not focused on the scale, but I do like to see the numbers decrease to see that I'm making some progress. Oh, thank you so much. I do like to see the numbers like actually responding to what I'm doing. So we're going to have to figure that part of it out. But I have not been meal prepping either, or meal planning. And so that might be a part of it. I still haven't gotten back into that. I don't want to meal plan, y'all. I don't want to meal prep. I'm just being honest. I do not want to. I like intuitive eating, and that might be why that I am just coasting. Because with intuitive eating, you don't necessarily, it's not a diet. It's just a way of eating. And so, I got to figure that part out because I am going to be amazing this October. Is it October or September? It's either October or September that I am going to be amazing. So speaking of being amazing, I wanted to show you guys because my shoes got here. So I'm going to show you my shoes. Woo, boy. Look at these bad boys. Ooh, look at these bad boys. My shoes got here. My shoes got here. Hey girl, good morning. I'm showing off my shoes. I was talking about balance, but I'm done crying for the day. So these are my shoes that go with my dress. You guys saw my dress a couple of weeks back. And so Facebook is a spy. It is Big Brother. But what Facebook did was that it spied for me. it listened to my live, and I was talking about and showing my dress. And so these shoes, Steve Madden, like sometimes I shop from Steve Madden. And so this ad came up in my Facebook news feed, and it showed me these shoes, and I was like, these are them. These are the shoes for my Be Amazing dress, and I am so excited about it. Olivia is trying to hurt herself, y'all. So I'm excited about these shoes. So these are them, and I wanted to show you guys my swimsuit. All right, so I purchased 2 swimsuits for the Be Amazing showcase, which is basically a fitness fashion show. Instead of doing like a competition, I saw this Be Amazing showcase, and it just helps women to celebrate their weight loss journeys or their fitness journey, their body journeys. And so I was like, instead of doing a competition, I am going to do this because it has the right flow and the vibe of my life. And so I am actually going to register today because I am not registered. I am going to register today, and I will let you guys know when I register because I'm excited. So I purchased from my news feed, Facebook news feed. I be up late at night and I just start shopping, and I need to stop it. But I was like, these are perfect for the showcase. I want to show them to you. This is the first option. Woo, child. Look at this. Okay, I want you guys to tell me which one you like the best, okay? So this is option 1. You see this? You see it. You see it. Ooh, child. Y'all see this? My back is going to be all out if I wear this one. It's low cut. I like it because it shakes and shimmers. I like it. I like it. So I bought this option because it actually fits me. So this is why I bought this one. I bought this one as more of a backup. Can you see it? It's like a really, really light pink, like a blush color. And the little sparkly things are like a gray with sparkles in it. So this is the first option, and I bought this one. This is a size large, and I'm not going to try it on. You'll see it when you see it, okay? I may try it on later on, like closer to October, so that you guys can see my my real progress when I start hopefully putting on weight, muscle, and my muscle definition starts getting better. But this is option 1. I love it. And this is the one that I really, really, really like. So, but it doesn't fit me. So this one is a small. This is a size small, and it doesn't quite fit. So, but I bought it with the hope that I'm going to get it tailored, and I'll tell you, I'm going to show it to you first. So this is option. This is the one that I really, really, really like. Like, to me, this swimsuit is fabulous. It is so fabulous. So this is the front. It is gold, you guys. It is beautiful. Can you see it? I feel like I am on Home Shopping Network showing outfits. But this outfit, this swimsuit is so gorgeous. I love, love, love this swimsuit. So this is the front. This is the front. And the back is very simple. It's just a regular swimsuit. And this one is, like I said, a small. So all of me cannot get into this swimsuit. So what I was thinking about doing was to have a tailor, aka maybe my mom, to have a tailor to cut it up. So I was going to have them make this part the bra top. So cut the bra top, and then have the bottom part, of course, like a regular swimsuit. So it would really just become a bikini. So that's what I think that I'm going to do with this one, because I really love it. But the more that I see this one, the more I love this one as well. So which one do you guys like? Oh, I just broke my mirror. That sucks. That really sucks. All right, so which one do you guys like? Do you like 1? Or do you like 2? I like 2. But I also like 1. It's such a hard decision. It's such a hard decision. So what I'm going to do with my swimsuit, and this is going to be the fancy Taisha coming out, the soul part of Taisha coming out, because I'm going to get these like angel wings made, just like the girls from Carnival. Like yesterday on my Facebook page, I asked who makes costumes, because I wanted to see if I can find somebody that's local, because I can do it on Etsy, but I want to support somebody that's local and someone that, you know, gives back to my community. So I'm going to get some angel wings made for my costume, and I'm going to do the most because it is my 5-year weight loss surgery anniversary, and I have maintained my weight without the baby weight. We don't count baby weight. Baby weight does not count. Whoop. All right. So I maintained my weight. So 5 years, you guys. So it is said that people do not typically sustain their weight loss for 5 years. So I've made it almost to 5 years. And I haven't really even been, I maybe have binged like once since I posted that I didn't binge. I binged like one time. So I had like an emotional eating thing one time though in 5 years, but I didn't gain any weight because I was able to bring myself back down because I got skills. I got mental health skills that help me, and I can teach it to you if you join the Rehabilitate Your Fitness Journey program. Okay. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna get some angel wings to go with my swimsuit. And that's going to be me doing the most in celebration of my 5-year weight loss surgery anniversary, to the point that I have not regained any weight, and I have not had a binge in 5 years. That is amazing to me because I have never gone 5 years without gaining weight. I've never gone 5 years without a binge. And so it is really, really amazing to me that I have been able to do this for 5 years. And you know how I've been able to do it? Through balance. Through balance. This whole video was about balance. And so I've been able to do it because I'm finding balance for myself. So I'm not just focused on my body, which I was for the years before. I'm not just focused on my body. I'm not just focused on my spirit, and I'm not just focused on my soul. I am incorporating all of that, and I'm catching myself because I am practicing mindfulness. So I'm catching myself when I am off balance, and I'm bringing myself back into an alignment so that I can be well. All of me can be well. So I want you guys to all be well as well. I want you to be well as well. If you struggle with finding balance, or if anything that I've said today resonates with you in any way, and if you need support finding balance, I want to invite you to go to my website and book a session, because I am all about this life and I want to support as many people as I can. And so I have not been pushing my services, but I am the bomb in terms of a clinician, and I can really help you. And so book a session if you need a session, okay? It's not just about your soul. It's not just about your spirit. It is about the whole of who you are in this fitness journey. And if you don't incorporate all the parts of you, you are going to struggle. And we don't do struggle around here, right? If we have the skills or we don't have the skills, we get the skills. If we have the skills and don't know how to practice it, we get the support that we need. And that's how we maintain. All right. And that's what I do for myself. So you do the same thing. It's my encouragement to you. So I hope you guys are doing well on your fitness journeys this week. If you want to, nobody told me anything about accountability this week. So if you guys want to give me your accountability, you can put them in the comments below. You can DM me, however you want to do it. But I hope you guys are holding yourself accountable. I'm posting these accountability posts on Sundays until October because I need the support. I need to hold myself accountable, and this is the way that I do it. So thank you guys. I'm going to go celebrate my daughter's first birthday. That's right. That's right, Mama. Say, I won. I won. I won now. What's that on your... I'm going to go celebrate my daughter's birthday now. We're going to celebrate my daughter's birthday now. So I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you next time.